Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. This is sort of a follow-up video to a video we did a couple videos ago on the Deionizer for washing your boat, RV, car, whatever. In that last video we did the black SUV, which we're going to be doing again today. But we didn't particularly like the result is what we were seeing out of this. So we reached out to H&G Lifestyles and they agreed. They said it should be better, especially with the TDS test. They shoot for a TDS of 0. So we're going to be doing that first thing today. I changed out the media in this. So they sent us new media. We changed it out in this. So this is all brand new media. We're going to let it run like you're supposed to for a few seconds there, or whatever it was, like 2 minutes, to let all the sediment and stuff drain out. Then once we do that, we're going to do our TDS test. We got a couple new cups here. The tape is the deionized water. Then we'll do the regular water. Then we're going to wash the car again. Since that last video we did wax the hood, so it should beat up a little better, and we'll do the one half not rinsed, the other half rinsed, you know, kind of like we did with the other video. But we should see better results. Let's see. We're going to see what the TDS test does, but we're going to get this hooked up, let it run for a couple minutes, fill up these cups, and then do this test first, because I'd be curious to know if it is better than last time. If you remember, last time we had 120 TDS after it was gone through this, which is way higher than it should be. And we left that little chart up there to show you, you know, the different levels of, you know, drinking water, all that stuff. It's still pretty decent. You've seen the result, but it could be better. So that's what we're going to find out today. We're going to get this rinsed out and we'll get going. So let me go get this hooked up. Okay, now we have that all hooked up. What we're going to do is just turn the water on and run it through here for like a minute or two. And then that'll let us know that we're rinsed out and cleaned out. Actually, what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to run over and get the meter. We have a flow meter, lets us know how much water we used. That way we get an idea how much we used just for the rinse and for the wash of the car. So that way it'll give us a better idea, because if this says it's good for 500 gallons, it'd be good to know how many gallons does it take to rinse a car or something like that. That way you can factor it into knowing when to change your media. So let me go get that. All right, guys, we have our Save a Drop flow meter in here. You can see both zeroed. This top number is for what we're currently using, and this bottom will be the accumulated number over time. So they're both zeroed. So we're going to know as soon as we turn this on, start flowing water out of this, how much water we've actually used out of this thing. So let me stretch out the hose, get the kinks out. All right, what I did, I put this on initially, but I'm going to take it off so I get the full flow out of the hose. And I want this to run for, the directions say, I think 1 to 2 minutes to get all the loose particles and stuff of the resin out. So that's what we're going to do. We'll set that over there, turn this on. Our flow meter should start counting too once it starts coming out of the hose. There it goes. Shower time. Still has that fishy smell. Are you recording? Oh, it still has that fishy smell that comes out of the hose. I think it just smells like that. You can see we're already at a gallon. You guys want to take a look at that? It's flowing pretty good. So we're going to let that go for a minute. And then in the meantime, I'm going to go get the car wash stuff so we can get this washed. We are still running. It's been a little over a minute. And we have, what does that say, 9.6. We'll stop this at 10, which won't take long. There we go, 10 gallons. 10 gallons to rinse. So that should be more than enough rinse. So now we only have 490 gallons technically of use through this resin. So you could probably use it up pretty quick. So we're gonna get the hose hooked back up, the end on here. He is using the undeionized water into the car wash bucket. We're gonna wash with that, rinse with the deionized, stuff around the hood. That one part we're gonna rinse with this water so we can see the difference of treated and untreated. But after we get these filled up, we're going to fill up our cups over there and get the deionized water in one of them, take our TDS test and see what kind of read we get. So here we go. All right, he's getting the end put on the hose. I have the 2 cups. We're gonna fill up the, which one are we gonna do first? Well, let's fill up the deionized, or the ionized first, or the untreated water first. Yeah, right there. We'll just fill this cup. We'll give them each a quick rinse. Yep, that's good on that one. Then we're going to set this one down. Now we're going to run that a little bit out of because the nozzle we didn't have on. Now we're going to fill up this cup with the deionized. Just slow that down. Slow it down. Why are you pulling away from me? Slow it down. I didn't rinse that one. I want to make sure I give it a fair shake here. All right, and this one, like I said with the tape, is the deionized. So we're gonna take these over to the table. All right, we got our TDS test. We're going to test the untreated water first. Let me turn it on. We got 0 parts per million right now. Just shake that around. We're getting about 180, which if you remember last time, that's about what we got last time. Oh, I changed the mode here. Let me get back. Parts per million. 180 parts per million on that one. So we'll clear that one. Get the excess off. Now we're going to try the deionized. We have 0 on the deionized. So that's the goal we were going for. So our other media in the other one must have been used up, which didn't give it a, I mean, it was still doing filtering some, but not nowhere near what a new media does. So if you're starting to get, if you have one of these and you're getting that water spots again, it's about time to change your media, or get one of those flow meters that's going to let you know right off, you know, okay, I went through about 500 gallons, let me order that media. We'll leave links to the media and stuff down below if you guys want to pick up a bag to have on hand, but 0. So we'll shut it off and try it again. All right, turn it back on. It's at 0. It's still 0. We'll just go right over to here. 170. So you can see this one's at 0. So perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Now we can wash that car on the hood and you can see the difference for sure this time. Because, I mean, right there's the proof. So let's go over here, wash the hood of that car at least first so we can let them water drops dry. And you guys are going to be able to see what the difference is going to be. So let's go over here. All right, like last time, we're going to put a piece of tape down the center. Or roughly center. There we go. So we're going to have this side be the deionized. This side will be the untreated water. And then we'll let them both dry. Like I said, this has been waxed since then, so it's a little shinier. Water should bead up. So we're going to let those water beads dry while we're washing the rest of the car. Then we'll come back to the hood and see what the difference is. So you can see the imperfections in this right now. This is an older vehicle, got a bunch of chips and stuff. But you'll notice the difference with the water spots. So let's get the water bucket filled up for the car wash. We'll be set and ready to go. All right, we're not even going to give this a pre-rinse because it's been pretty wiped down, but we have, this is the water, which is untreated water. We didn't fill this up with the deionized water. We're going to wash this side and then rinse it with the untreated water. So we're just going to give this a wipe here. Like I said, it won't need much. That way they both get the same treatment. There we go. Now we're going to rinse it. Let me get me on the shower setting. Try to keep the water off that side. You can see the water's coming off there quite easy here at this time. All right, now we're going to take that same bucket. We're going to wash this side, but it's only going to be rinsed with the deionized water. We'll see what that does. Just a quick wipe off. There we go. Now we got our hose with the deionized water. I'm going to get over here so I don't get none on that side, except for what's dripping off the hose. All right, we did get some drips from the deionized here, but for the most part, you're going to notice that most of this is not deionized. So we're going to let that dry while we give the rest of the car a quick wash. Then we'll come back to this. Hopefully that's pretty dry, and we can show you the difference. So let's get going. we got the car quickly washed. Yes, it is a black car and you probably shouldn't wash it in direct sunlight like that, but for the sake of the video, we just did a quick wash. That's why you've seen me washing the panel, him rinsing a panel. It just, that way it didn't get a chance to dry on there. And we rinsed it all with the deionized water, except for the hood. When that's done drying, we'll put that on a time lapse or something, or speed through it so you guys can see it drying. Then we'll take a look at that. But to wash this car as fast as we did, it only took 8 gallons. You guys should be able to see it, 8 gallons of water. We used 10, remember, to flush it. So we only used 8 gallons to wash this. So you could say average 10 gallons if you're rinsing quick. So you can get quite a few washes out of that. I mean, I would say, if you're doing a truck, you're probably going to use, I don't know, I'd say close to double, maybe 18 gallons, but still you're going to get quite a few car washes out of 500 gallons. So this is a good way to keep track of that. I kind of like that idea. I think I'll leave that on there. So we're going to let this dry, then we'll come back and show you guys what it looks like. All right, guys, the results are in, and it's a dramatic result, a lot different than last time. You can see this is the nice deionized side, no spots. You come over here to this side that's not deionized, there's spots everywhere. I mean, huge spots where all them water drops dried up. And then you can see we rinsed the rest of the car with deionized. Look at the glass. No spots on the glass, which on tinted windows, it usually shows up pretty good. It looks amazing. So we can't complain about that. Good results. All right, so there you had it. The results were dramatically different from the last video. Especially with the TDS test, you can see 0 compared to, I think it was 120 last time. So I can't say we ran 500 gallons through that. That's why I got this water meter to put on here to see how many gallons we're using, to see if you truly do get 500 gallons out of one media change. Because I don't believe we put 500 gallons to the other one. We washed a truck, a boat, and an RV. That's all we did. We rinsed it. And you've seen for this car, it only took, what was it, 8 gallons? A little over 8 gallons to rinse this car. So it really wasn't much. So I can't think for those it would take 500 gallons. But who knows? That's why I got the meter for this one. We'll keep you guys updated. Check our Instagram and stuff like that. Once we get to a number where it starts leaving spots, we'll check that gallons number, let you guys know how many gallons we're actually getting out of it. But it's definitely a day and night difference. If you guys are interested in one of these deionizers, we'll leave a link to it down below. We want to thank H&G Lifestyles for sending this to us for review. It's nice not to have the spots, so it saves us an extra step when we're washing. So that's great. And also for recognizing that video could have been, you know, like the spots were there and they shouldn't have been with the TDS test also, and reaching out to send us the media. So appreciate that, but it definitely made the difference. We'll leave all the links, all the stuff down below, the water meter, the TDS tester, if you want to do this kind of stuff yourself. But with that being said, guys, we want to thank you guys for watching. Until next time, try something new.